Tell you about that in just a moment. ZHU Yuling to start off this best of 7 with the serve.
One love.
Now just looking at where the players are standing, this is going to be something of experience, and speaking to the skill set of ZHU Yuling, very comfortable in the blocking game. Placement drives WANG Manyu back.
1-all.
Thought she had the third ball there for the winner. Looking for this opportunity. The receive, not ideal, but still enough trouble for ZHU Yuling. Back edge of the table, WANG Manyu covering the middle. She is the taller of the two players, meaning she's going to have a bigger middle. It's going to be an expensive forehand stroke to play from the middle.
Let 2-1.
Oh, that was a tough one. Looked like it went down. Nope, ZHU Yuling, good for ZHU Yuling. That ball goes down and she says, no, it goes down. Gives the point right back to WANG Manyu.
Okay.
Even Gert Selig here, watch this. Definitely side from this camera angle. It seemed like it was side, but you always want to take a moment before committing sometimes when you're sitting here. Chance to see a replay. Oh, right off the bounce, the angles. But this is one thing about ZHU Yuling, not only the speed and reaction time and the angles she creates, but just talking about her character. She's incredibly kind. And with that one controversial ball at the Women's World Cup that clipped the back edge of the table that virtually nobody saw and nobody heard until extensive replays came out, ZHU Yuling was the only one to spot it. Angle once again from deep on the table. Spectacular play, and at the first towel break, I'll tell you, in terms of world number 1, if Chun Meng wins today, she secures the world number 1 spot for the first time in her career. And if ZHU Yuling, if Chun Meng loses her match today, the only way that ZHU Yuling will retain the spot is if she wins the entire tournament. They've got the score corrected on screen there. They had ZHU Yuling up 4-2. Wow, talk about thorough follow-up to make sure her opponent gets the point. Super fair play.
3-4.
I mean, yes, it's simply honesty, but to pay that much attention to really make sure that everything's clear. Integrity by ZHU Yuling.
Five, 3.
But also just to compliment WANG Manyu, in that moment she didn't argue about the point. She simply looked to wait and see what ZHU Yuling said. She clearly felt that it was down, as most players would have in that instant. Well placed serve.
3.
Wide to the backhand. Not wide enough for an around the net shot, which we rarely see. I think Matilda Ekholm would be one to do it out here. Maybe Elisabetta Samara from Romania.
Four, 6.
It's a good rally for WANG Manyu, gently, calm early on. Now WANG Manyu has a lot of strength and speed, but ZHU Yuling has shown us so many times that she's very comfortable in the blocking and redirecting game. So sometimes playing a soft, confident shot, safe to the back of the table, WANG Manyu will get in position better.
5, 6.
And the half-long serve earns her the point. A few in a row here. 2 in a row for WANG Manyu. A little bit more into the middle of the table here for her second serve. ZHU Yuling can just turn it up so quickly. Those two backhands, very subtle, Very quick strokes. Second towel break of the game. World number 1 in the lead by 2 points. Curious what inspired the headband for WANG Manyu. Heavy side spin placed deep onto the table into the body. This is good opening from WANG Manyu, using her wingspan, but not only that, recognizing that the ball's coming up a little bit and she can get a clean stroke. Look at the bounce here. It's half long, not an easy ball to attack, but WANG Manyu goes decisively for it. It's that lack of hesitation, the commitment there. Not just that, of course, practicing that shot thousands and thousands of times, probably in the last week.
6-9.
And ZHU Yuling now with 4 game points to secure the first game.
Let
service.
10-6.
Little reminder, the winner of this match will be battling Chun Shing Tong in the semifinals. Right down the line. Quick turn and clever play. ZHU Yuling looking super sharp out here. Takes it 11-6, and we'll be back for game number 2 right after this.
Second game, Wang to serve, love all.
Here we go, game number 2, WANG Manyu starting off with the serve.
One love.
Subtle topspin on the shovel serve. Third ball attack right there waiting. Once again, similar serve. ZHU Yuling trying to counter. When you recognize topspin on the serve, it's very difficult to keep it short. It's mostly side spin. Still to your advantage to play the topspin shot.
Of
course, the length on the table, the depth on the table, also factors in your shot selection. Oh man, a lot of work. ZHU Yuling finds herself wherever the ball is in this rally. How wide she comes for this ball. One more step and WANG Manyu to the middle of the table. ZHU Yuling out of frame here, comes right back in, still has the reaction time to get the first one back. And finally, as she comes back into the table, WANG Manyu pressures enough.
3-2.
Here's that comfortable topspin shot for ZHU Yuling. WANG Manyu's gonna have to have some better answers on a third ball if she gets that type of receive back. Placement again, ZHU Yuling. In between shot here, but it can cause some confusion. WANG Manyu not getting a ball deep to the backhand and not down the forehand line, but right into the middle as she moves across. First towel break of the game. Very curious to see the future of these two. Generationally speaking, right now we've got about 3 different generations within the Chinese national team. And all that after the retirement of Li Xiaoxia.
4-3.
Ding Ning and Liu Shuan, the big sisters on the team right now. Feng Yalan from that generation as well. But we've got the Chun Meng, we've got the ZHU Yuling generation. Interestingly enough, Gu Yuting, same age as ZHU Yuling. A little bit more firepower here, springing the step of WANG Manyu. And this is tough sometimes when you are the underdog, the player expected to lose. When you're playing that much harder, putting in more effort for every point, and your opponent's still staying calm and cool, that's the power that ZHU Yuling has to control the table. Even on that recovery ball, and she got a lucky break off the net, but it didn't help her out so much. WANG Manyu had a follow-up kill shot right off that net ball. A little bit too soft to the middle, a decisive forehand. WANG Manyu ties it up. It was a spinny one, but a quick decision. There was a catch attempt from ZHU Yuling. Sort of like the Koki Niwa hit we saw with his bare hand yesterday. Almost climbs over the net. Well-placed serve right at the back edge of the table, just long. Nice one there. ZHU Yuling again changing it up, keeping it unpredictable. Nice inside-out forehand. Oh, all that. The power from ZHU Yuling, and it's just patient play. WANG Manyu keeping it deep on the table, keeping it in play. Rarely do we see WANG Manyu a little bit more passive on the forehand. It was the second one that slowed down. The first shot from the forehand a little more aggressive. And the timing changes for ZHU Yuling on that. Off the top of the net, a little bit of help for WANG Manyu. I believe in 2018 there will be multi-balls used. So the time spent that WANG Manyu had walking to the back, she will not have in 2018 on the World Tour. I think ZHU Yuling was warned for taking her time, keeping it quite close here, pushing the envelope a little bit.
7-8.
See that ball hits the hand and then the racket. If it comes down on the table, no problem. Even double hits off the racket, if they're in one motion, are still legal. Not an intentional thing.
8 all.
It's pretty rare for that to happen, but occasionally it does. After the rule had changed, I remember in the later rounds, the U.S. National Championships, the player had played the ball twice off the racket and immediately gave up the point, but it was still in play. Trying to bend for the angle.
9-8.
ZHU Yuling looked so in control, but if WANG Manyu takes this game, it really starts to add some pressure to ZHU Yuling, although pressure hasn't bothered her too much this year. Coming back from down 2-3 against Liu Shiwen.
Let 9-8.
A lot of work for WANG Manyu, muscling
10.
through. The ball's shallow on the table, changes the pace. ZHU Yuling really just mixing it up here. High arcing spin ball there, softer, shallower on the table. Next one tries to go deep. Every ball's different, but WANG Manyu bringing different effort out here. Sometimes that's what it takes. You can rest when the match is done. 2 game points for WANG Manyu on the receive. And WANG Manyu takes it 11-8, returns the favor. So it's tied up at 1 game apiece. Game number 3 will put 1 player in the lead. Who's it gonna be? Stay here and find out.
Дорогие панове, Astana, с вами наблюдается по-настоящему конкурентную и потрясающую игру. Счет табло 1-1. Давайте наградим наших спортсменов бурными аплодисментами.
Back for game number 3, WANG Manyu tying it up. Now ZHU Yuling this year has had quite a year in terms of the World Championships, playing the final, losing to Ding Ning and winning the Women's World Cup.
Love all.
But other than that, no titles on the World Tour. WANG Manyu, on the other hand, took Austria. Deep on the table, back edge, little break. Not a drastic difference in bounce, just enough to affect the point. Players could both hear. Of course, ZHU Yuling could see the change in trajectory.
1 all.
Oh, service error on the shovel
1,
serve.
2.
Can think of worse timing for it. Still a close game early on in game 3.
2 all.
So it wasn't until last game that I feel like we really started to see WANG Manyu play the muscle game. She is very fast. Talk about her physique a lot, being quite tall, the long limbs. It's all relative, but on the Chinese national team, her and Ding Ning have to be the 2 tallest right now.
3,
Side to side,
2.
been a while since we've seen that, but ZHU Yuling quick off the bounce. There's the follow-up as soon as WANG Manyu's a little bit behind the table and committed to one side. That's the opportunity.
Two, 4.
As we come into the first towel break of the game, head-to-head, these two have played twice in their careers, both this year, once at the German Open in 2017. ZHU Yuling took that match. And at the Australia Open in 2017, it was WANG Manyu who took the match. There's the power, WANG Manyu with the opportunity. About 4 different backhands right there, just in rehearsal. The punch backhand, spinny backhand, soft arcing spin shot. ZHU Yuling has a lot of options. And there's the safe spinny shot deep on the table. WANG Manyu not quite satisfied, cleaning the top sheet of the rubber. A little bit of extra spin from ZHU Yuling there. The ball jumps up into the edge of the racket. Again, talking to Cookie, Alan Cook, the coach for the Englishmen, about how sometimes players will do different things to protect their ego. And that sounds like a bad word, but just keeping themselves confident. Oh, ZHU Yuling with so much touch, and WANG Manyu recovers. This ball would have rolled on the table. It would have been a second bounce, maybe even a third, if WANG Manyu hadn't recovered it so quickly. Look at this, way near the edge. Fast footwork, good reaction time in the forehand to finish. Beautiful recovery shot from down near the waist. WANG Manyu, sort of a last resort shot, keeps the ball in play. Anybody's match still, anybody's game 3.
Seven, 5.
The details here from that serve barely coming off the back edge on the forehand. WANG Manyu playing a relatively safe shot for her third ball. Nothing to get too much of an advantage over ZHU Yuling. Not this time, netting out. ZHU Yuling steps around for the powerful forehand, extending her lead.
Six, 8.
You can understand the frustration. A ball like that for ZHU Yuling against most players in the world is a winner. Again, a little bit more pressure against WANG Manyu. She can reach it, she can hit a quality shot back. So many varieties and styles out here from the up-and-coming Chinese women between Gu Yuting, Sun Yingsha you didn't get to see in this tournament, but in the year for sure.
Let. 6,
WANG Manyu
8.
as well. And Chun Xingtong just earlier today, who's still alive in the tournament. Expected to do quite well, or at least be a contender for the title. Two soft ones in a row, and the third doesn't come
7,
down.
8.
A little bit of side and top on that from WANG Manyu, getting low. Taller players will have to have that wider stance sometimes for that forehand loop. Very comfortable.
9, 7.
ZHU Yuling blocks it, reads the spin perfectly. It was not an easy ball that WANG Manyu spun up. Inside out on the step around, and it's 3 game points for ZHU Yuling. So the men have the light bulb collar and the women have the keyhole collar. Details, details. 3 game points for ZHU Yuling. Soft touch in near the net. ZHU Yuling takes it 11 points to 7. It's a 2-1 lead for world rank number 1. Drink your juice and get ready. Game number 4 coming up after this.
Stopwatch, 1 round, 30 seconds. Fourth game, Wang to serve.
Back for game number
Love
4,
ball.
WANG Manyu trailing with the serve. Serve is going to be quite crucial here, setting up this third ball attack. Much more fiery on the third ball. This is what I expected from WANG Manyu. It's a big part of what made her successful in game number 2. Again, ZHU Yuling can be in control. A bit more experience on the World Tour, 4 years the senior. Backhand to backhand, WANG Manyu keeping the pace fast. This is what she wants. Short stroke on the second to last. All those backhands, but it was the third to last backhand that looked mostly like a block and still just closing, adding a little bit of topspin to keep it deep and kicking. Good idea. I think WANG Manyu can't beat herself up about that. She's going to have to go for shots like this. The percentages she's been making lately, she will win. I think that's why the frustration was there. This ball sits up a little bit. From that camera angle, you could see that that's a winner for WANG Manyu usually. WANG Manyu usually.
All. Two, three.
Subtle changes of placement here from ZHU Yuling. Again, the sweet spot on the backhand side for WANG Manyu. Some of those higher backhands near the body, quite uncomfortable. But she's quick to turn and take a forehand there, as that one would have bounced up into the chest. As I talked about with Fang Bo, that follow through, stopping quickly to get back and ready for the fast-paced game. WANG Manyu executing just the same.
Three, four. Please continue.
They have been taking their time. Tough matches require a bit more thought. Nice placement, 2 down the line, 2 parallel from WANG Manyu. Well, the players will take their time between points. It's completely right for Gert Selig to step up and say, got to continue playing. Keep it moving, folks. Oh, the edge of the table, but the angle here. It's a bold shot, WANG Manyu. Corner to corner, tough to get it out of reach. Oh, inside the table. No wonder there was no apology, my bad. Bit of side spin on it to make it bend, probably responsible for the jump.
Let 6-3.
Top edge of the racket. Where'd it go?
4-6.
Could hear it come down somewhere, but we couldn't see it on screen. It was Ding Ning versus Lucia. Sorry, ZHU Yuling losing the ball for a minute in the lights. I was gonna say it was Ding Ning versus Lucia 1. Hit a ball like that off the edge of the racket that came down on the back edge of the table. Right down the line, full commitment. WANG Manyu on the step around. The bandana there with this shot combined, full rock star mode from WANG Manyu. Not an easy ball. That is where the white line meets the white line. Absolute corner of the top of the table.
Seven, 5.
Following that perfection, the next ball comes in a little bit more shallow on the table, and ZHU Yuling takes a quick point. Second towel break of the game, 2 points between them. So WANG Manyu with the serves here. We've seen a lot of shovel serves. We've seen her get quick into the rally, looking for the early attack. A bit different than we see from ZHU Yuling. That placement jams up WANG Manyu.
6.
Completely stops the machinery there. We know how powerful the third ball attack can be from WANG Manyu. But she found herself making a late decision, then recovering, trying to get in position again. That's how fast it is here with the top women in the world. A little bit of side and under doesn't
6,
bother WANG
8.
Manyu. She's right there for the kill shot cross court. Now
6,
serving from over
9.
on the forehand side, changing it up a little bit, confident in the backhand third ball. ZHU Yuling doesn't get what she wants here. WANG Manyu comfortable in the receive game. A little bit of fortune there, giving the apology. Quick to receive that
10,
long serve.
6.
ZHU Yuling not happy about her decision. The placement here. Pretty deep on the table, but it's middle, and WANG Manyu not moving in for a backhand receive is able to step around and take it. 4 game points to tie it up. WANG Manyu done and doneer.
11-6,
Tied up at
fourth
2
game,
games apiece.
WANG.
Game number 5 will set someone in the lead. It's either going to be the 18-year-old or the 22-year-old world number 1 in black. Game 5 coming up right after this.
Kobiety ZHU Yuling, w Sports WANG Manyu, na zasadnienie сохранения и градации выраженных действий, спортсмена полного уровня, WANG Manyu, после Astana. Ее Австралияда өткен жарысында жеңілесінде және жоқ топсында жеңімпаз атанған болады. Әлемдік рейтингте 8-ші орында екенін естеріңізге сала кетеміз.
Back for game number 5. ZHU Yuling cleaning the table. We remember seeing WANG Manyu doing that on this side.
5th
After
game,
missing a few
shoot to
shots,
serve.
wants to make sure the bounce is
Love
clean,
all.
that she feels confident. It's interesting to see how the table is clean as a whistle on day 1. Has received its marks from pushes and short
Let
shots over the table,
love all.
typically on the forehand side for the receives.
Love 1.
Wang Manyu with a bit of momentum after winning the last game 11-6, nearly doubling the points in the last game of her opponent. Too good with that step around forehand down the line. Wang Manyu using that athletic physique just perfectly to step around on this ball so fast. The height of the racket as she comes over that ball. So many different techniques. Wang Manyu as clean as they come, but it's ZHU Yuling here copying that with a step around attack. Gives it a try. It's working for my opponent. Why don't I see if it can work out here for me as well? Set up that ball on the backhand corner.
Two all.
Good depth there from ZHU Yuling, jamming up Wang Manyu as she leans back for the backhand counter.
Let 2 all.
So right now in this match, Wang Manyu and ZHU Yuling have scored the exact same amount of points. 38 points each. That's how evenly matched they are. But here in game 5, it's Wang Manyu who broke a serve, winning the point against ZHU Yuling to take the lead. The sound of the contact on that backhand was a bit odd. A little softer shot there from Wang Manyu, but the placement is good. Coming into the first towel break, leading by 2. Remember, head-to-head, they are 1-1. Germany, it was ZHU Yuling who won. Australia, it was Wang Manyu. I'm surprised ZHU Yuling won this point after playing that ball to the middle while Wang Manyu was on the run. I think Wang Manyu played her positioning well. Right here, had to freeze up, take that forehand. Angle, angle.
3-5.
Again, sometimes hitting it a bit more with the edge of the racket. From nets to edges. Don't see what the problem was here. Beautiful shot from Wang Manyu. Sorry.
Four, 5.
Now the body language of Wang Manyu, as she exhales out there, it looked like there was a bit of tension coming in after missing that shot. This is something that while ZHU Yuling has plenty to think about, she could factor into what she serves. How the opponent's feeling, what she thinks she's going to get for a receive.
6-4.
I think many competitors are familiar with this. Does my opponent look like she's feeling brave? Does he look like he's going to step around or flip no matter what? Sometimes you can read it in the body language.
6-5.
Okay, touch game. ZHU Yuling definitely has the touch, we've known that. And the long push to start it off. Long push can be very effective when used properly out here. Little help off the top of the net. ZHU Yuling ties it up. So Wang Manyu started strong, but the lead has been recovered. How short that stroke is from ZHU Yuling. She recoils so quickly. It's pretty rare to see ZHU Yuling take a full stroke. It's either from below the table or at a point where she thinks it's not going to be reached.
Seven, 6.
I wonder if we'll see any timeouts. We didn't for Lin Gaoyuan and Fang Bo. Both of these players coachless in the corners. Edge of the table for ZHU Yuling, up
6,
by 2.
8.
It's always fascinating to see how the players are thinking in combinations. ZHU Yuling makes a shot and she's already turning to cover. The high likelihood of the ball coming back to the middle of the table or backhand side.
7, 8.
Spinny backhand. When the shoulders cave in like that afterwards, the disappointment. Every point's so important from here on out. It could determine the match in the end. Not winning that point isn't just 1 point. It's essentially 2 points. It's a point that you didn't win and your opponent did. It's a difference of 2 points. Good cover of the middle with the forehand there.
9, 8.
WANG Manyu with the spinny side topspin ball from the middle on the backhand side.
Please continue the match.
There was no confusion about the message there. Please continue the match. So ZHU Yuling, the time pays off, gets that third ball, earns 2 game points. There's that full stroke, even the right leg following the arm. That's someone who's hitting to win the point. Shorter strokes, normally the right foot would stay where it started more or less. If she's looking to start a rally or recover quickly for the next ball. 2 game points and WANG Manyu has to play against them with the serves. Nope, ZHU Yuling takes it 11-8, a 3-2 lead. World number 1, 1 game away from moving on to the women's singles semifinals. Game number 6 coming up right after this. Back for game number 6. ZHU Yuling racing ahead here to a 3-2 lead. 1 game away from moving on. WANG Manyu has to win every game for the rest of this match.
1 love.
I wasn't sure if they thought that was a let for a moment, but ZHU Yuling played it, no problem.
One all.
I love it. When you see ZHU Yuling start to turn the corner and waiting, you know there's going to be a bomb waiting on the other side. ZHU Yuling's side, that is. Cracking rally, quick shot deep to the backhand corner as ZHU Yuling already turns. WANG Manyu a little bit afraid to go the other way, it seems. By the time she decides, you can understand why. Tough to change the pace and play it securely to the opposite side.
1-3.
Timeout here. A little bit later in the match, but still relative, considering that it's in game 6. Only a 2-point differential here. 1-3. We often see timeouts with 3 points between. So this is good from WANG Manyu. I think it's a sign of maturity. She saved the timeout until when she really feels like she needs it. A wise friend of mine said, you don't call a timeout unless you think it will change the outcome of the match. Like a painting right there. Wang Manyu so still, so focused, and finally a blink. So what's it gonna take? A little bit shorter serves. ZHU Yuling has outstanding touch. The shovel serves with light topspin to the middle and backhand side of the table worked for a little bit against ZHU Yuling. If Wang Manyu can vary it up with light underspin and light topspin for that shovel serve middle of the table, backhand side, she might get in a position to earn a third ball. Time is up now, players back to the table. But really creating third ball opportunities and stealing the third ball, protecting and earning a fourth ball opportunity
1-3.
will be crucial for Wang Manyu. The short game, she needs to set up her power shots. There it is, top spin shovel serve to the backhand, middle backhand side. ZHU Yuling stretching out there, keeping that lower back a little bit looser. To get back that first forehand from Wang Manyu, ZHU Yuling has to be the level that she's at. But 2 points right out of the timeout. Wang Manyu firing every opportunity here. This is what she wants. She wants the rallies. Not long rallies, but she wants to play aggressively early in the rally. Wants to finish the rallies this way. And a service there from ZHU Yuling. Don't come up much. This rally feels a little bit too soft for Wang Manyu. From early on, it's a control game, spin rallies with ZHU Yuling. It's interesting, typically players around the world watch the Chinese players to learn what the way is to lead the world. I think in terms of a few Japanese players, there's been a lot to learn as well. That's one answer, quick to get in. This is what I'm thinking for Wang Manyu. Has to take the big shots early. Earn them quick, finish the point. Reminds me of an injured player sometimes. We'll have to do the same thing. Sharth Kamalachanta versus Simone Gauzy. 2015 World Championships in Suzhou. Wang Manyu continues the trend. Solid receive.
6.
That's the shot she needs. If she can stay aggressive with the next one. It's tough to come back though with a bigger stroke there. Slightly bigger. Wanted to turn for the forehand. Caught an indecision from the middle of the table. Stuck with a shorter backhand recovery stroke. There it is. As soon as the softer one comes in, Wang Manyu takes advantage. It's tough when ZHU Yuling drives up the pace on the shots. Second towel break, Wang Manyu leading by 2. And that's the one. Look how high that's sitting for Wang Manyu.
Seven, 6.
And And the work pays off. The
6,
last one not
8.
as fast as the two before, but that jumping backhand. WANG Manyu working to keep it aggressive deep on the table. Again, talked about sweet spots. A bigger middle on the taller players, so it's going to slow down the ball when ZHU Yuling can play it a little bit more towards the elbow and still get a backhand back. Back up by 2, WANG Manyu in the lead on the receive. Soft points
7,
favor ZHU
8.
Yuling. WANG Manyu, when she gets passive like that, this is the money ball approach here. If you could just have someone taking notes, statistics of what type of points you are winning. WANG Manyu is winning the faster, aggressive rallies much more often. It's the right idea.
8,
She misses the
all.
shot, but I think she played it wisely. Takes the first attack here. This ball sits up a little bit. WANG Manyu will make that shot usually. So now the serve's back on her side, but no lead. Well-placed serve,
9,
just on the
8.
longer side of half long to the middle. Gets a hesitation on the receive from ZHU Yuling. Faster shots
8,
again, not the
10.
fastest we've seen from WANG Manyu, but pressure enough to keep ZHU Yuling behind the table. There's the big backhand, step around forehand. It's amazing how ZHU Yuling can really keep herself at that distance with all this firepower coming in. Either way, it's WANG Manyu with 2 game points to send this to the deciding 7th. It's what you expected. After all, they're split 1 match apiece in their head-to-head. Soft rally favoring ZHU Yuling
9,
once again.
10.
She's in control with their serves, saving 1 game point.
Please continue the match.
No yellow cards, simply another warning. WANG Manyu doing everything right. Every
11-9.
opportunity she gets, she's
6
playing
game.
spinny and powerfully. 11-9, this one's going the distance, baby. Game 7 coming up right after this.
Дамы и господа, давайте поаплодируем спортсменкам за конкурентную, по-настоящему конкурентную игру.
Seventh game.
Back for game number 7. Here we go. ZHU Yuling starting off with the serve. A strong WANG Manyu in red at the bottom of the screen. The 18-year-old up-and-comer looking to get revenge and take this match.
1 love.
A little reminder, ZHU Yuling currently world ranked number 1. If she loses this match, she will give up the spot. Chun Meng will become world ranked number 1. So a lot of pressure here. That's a tough shot to return when ZHU Yuling gets that big stroke, the step around forehand. Using both of her serves wisely here. And the angle, even with the wingspan of WANG Manyu, that's just so wide and so deep to the backhand. Soft receive,
Love
ZHU Yuling
straight.
controlling, no timeout for WANG Manyu. She used it last game, and it got her through. Well, she got through anyway. That last ball, the apology from ZHU Yuling, you have to imagine there was a little bit of funniness, a little bit of funny business off the top of the racket, possibly. Oh, the net, that's what it is. And that's what changes, pulls out that chicken wing forehand from WANG Manyu. She was on track, starting to get aggressive, playing the points the way she wants. Solid receive, deep to the backhand.
4-1.
And it has to be really wide to the backhand side because ZHU Yuling showed that she was turning early. So WANG Manyu saving that point, winning her first point so far in Game 7. Short side of the table on the step around. ZHU Yuling handles the heat when it comes in. This is one thing ZHU Yuling does so well. She can take the pressure. That one right there comes back so fast and already turning for the next ball.
1-5.
Again, just to be even on top of the bounce in position, let alone counter-attacking with the other side of the racket. So impressive. They've switched sides of the table now. WANG Manyu returning the favor. Forehand party out here. But it's the backhand setting them up. Backhand to backhand rally, work it deep to the backhand corner and then play it down the forehand line. But it has to be fast. Both of these players quite speedy to turn. The feet are moving. Oh, almost. Very athletic shot from down low. Looked like her knee came down on the ground. It's the long push. Chases this, trips up for a moment. There you go, knee to the ground, almost looping it back. Top of the net there as it rolls down. Now this is going to be uncomfortable for WANG Manyu. She's playing a lot spinnier shots that are much slower from behind the table. ZHU Yuling rarely bothered by this. WANG Manyu's got those shotgun strokes, very fast racket speed. A little bit bigger stroke. She just has to snap early in the rally. Look for that forehand opportunity. Misses the short side here. ZHU Yuling with a convincing lead. 6 points ahead.
Let 2-8.
This is the culture of table tennis right now. Typically when a player's serving, not gonna hear a lot of screaming out loud.
2-9.
Again, ZHU Yuling fighting to hang on to the world #1 position. She has to win this tournament, and Chun Meng has to lose her match tonight. But it is 8 match points for ZHU Yuling. Just enough rotation on that. The free hand was up just in case. Experience. ZHU Yuling comes back and 11-2 wins under pressure in Game 7. 22 years old and a lifetime of experience between 18 and 22. WANG Manyu very strong, but not today in Game 7. ZHU Yuling was the better player, and it shows. She will continue on in the women's singles match to the semifinal round. It'll be Chun Shing Tong versus ZHU Yuling later on in this tournament. What an exciting finish. I guess I should say what an exciting match coming up between Chun Shing Tong and ZHU Yuling. We will see. Chun Shing Tong has been tested recently and Ding Ning didn't stop her. So stick around, we'll have an on-court interview and then we'll be back for Dmitry Ovdra versus Tomokazu Harimoto.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic quarterfinal match. Victor here, ZHU Yuling from China. Yuling, that was a very tough 7-game match. What was the difference in the 7th game to win this one?
今天的话，这个比分咬得非常紧，然后的话是总共打了7局都打满了，然后你是做出哪些变化，最终是赢得了这样一场比赛？
因为我跟他相互之间也比较了解了，所以今天自己做了很充分的准备。我觉得前6局的比赛比较正常嘛，然后我觉得第7局的比赛我没有想到能这么轻松吧。
We know each other very well, and I prepared a lot. And the first 6 rounds are very normal, but I haven't expected I can win the 7th so quickly.
Well, you played very well in the 7th, throughout the match and in the 7th game. Well played, Yuling. Now another semi-final in a world event. How important to you is the World Tour Grand Finals?
这个国际乒联世界巡回赛的总决赛，对你而言的话，是有没有什么重大的意义，跟我们分享一下？
我觉得每一场比赛对于我来说都是一种锻炼。我希望能通过这么好的舞台、这么好的比赛，能够去增加自己的经验，然后去让自己的综合能力更加强吧。
Each event is a great experience for me. I would like to practice more and on this international level platform and try to get good performance in the future.
Fantastic, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, ZHU Yuling! Very nice. Whoop. Beautiful, Pian Liang. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yuling.